How y'all doing? This Rob Burnham, aka Preacher Man R&B. This is another episode of Richard TV 91. This time I'm doing another Highlander reviews, and this time I'm reviewing Highlander Season 1, Episode 19. What happens on this week's episode? In the flashback scenes, Duncan and his friend Gabriel, who is another immortal, they've been hanging out for a little bit, and we get some backstory on Gabriel. He womanizes women, and he also steals from them after he's been with them or whatever. And what happens is Duncan's with a woman he's with in the past, and Gabriel shows up, tries to steal one of her necklaces, and Duncan tells him not to do this, and Duncan says he's not going to take his head, and that Gabriel owes him one. So now we're in present day, and Richie meets this woman at this cafe or whatever, and come to find out she works for Gabriel. And before this happens, Gabriel's done killed this woman's roommate or whatever, because she found Gabriel's stash of everything that he's stolen since he's been an immortal or whatever. And he couldn't keep this woman alive, so he killed her. Now he's put Richie's friend in her place or whatever, and Richie's just trying to protect her, and Richie is trying to prove that Gabriel has killed this woman's roommate or whatever. So Richie breaks into this guy's house, and then he catches him, and Richie sets him on fire and then runs off. Well, Gabriel tells Duncan, and Duncan tells Gabriel not to do nothing to Richie because you owe me or whatever. And Gabriel sets Richie up to be put in jail because Richie comes after Gabriel with the gun that he stole from a cop because he's thinking his friend's in trouble. And now Richie's arrested in France, and Duncan and Tessa shows up, and Richie says, "Are y'all gonna bail me out?" And in France, I'm guessing they don't do that like they do here in America. And what happens is Duncan confronts Gabriel about this, and Gabriel and Duncan have the infight at the end of the episode. And Duncan is forced to kill his friend Gabriel and take his head, and he takes his quaking and learns all his power. He gets all his power and learns all his secrets and techniques that he knows. And that's all that really happened on this week's episode. My question for y'all is, now that Duncan had to kill his friend to save Richie, what's going to happen with it? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, GG is awesome. This has been an episode of Richard TV 901. See y'all next time.